33 years after the 1987 Harmonic Convergence, the world is a very different place. Meditation, yoga, and transforming consciousness have gone mainstream. We've seen an outpouring of companies donating billions towards social impact and ecological restoration. A new generation of entrepreneurs are dedicated to making social impact over bottom-line profit. And there is a resurgence of indigenous wisdom making its way into the Western world. And yet, we continue to participate in the destruction of ecosystems and indigenous lands. While in many ways things are better than ever, social media and smartphones have made it impossible to hide from our own shadow. We find ourselves in 2020 at an unprecedented time of division. But strong division also provides us with a rare opportunity for profound healing, transformation, and unity. And as we approach another exceptional alignment of planets and prophecy, it's time to prepare ourselves for the Harmonic Convergence of 2020. In the year 2020, while many people may still feel shy about sharing their belief in extraterrestrials, more than half of the human population believes they exist, and 61% of those who believe think that we should try to make contact. Is humanity ready to accept once and for all that we are not alone through mass contact? And there are those who are claiming that they don't need to believe in ETs because they know they exist.
I learned about Dr. Stephen Greer and what he was doing teaching people the CE5 Protocol, which was a meditative practice that he developed to initiate contact with extraterrestrial intelligence.
The CE5 Protocol, developed by Dr. Stephen Greer, has resulted in over 30,000 people participating in contact expeditions, many resulting in UFO sightings or even direct contact experiences.
And I was skeptical, very skeptical when I first heard about this. And there were a lot of people claiming that they had indeed met extraterrestrials, that they had had face-to-face experiences, in fact, that led to friendships. I was like, I want to look into this.
On the fifth night of a 6-day training with Dr. Greer, Mark had a life-changing experience.
Right after we meditated, we opened our eyes and we're looking up in the sky, and a ship materialized out of thin air right in front of us. When I went back to my hotel room, I could not fall asleep. I decided to sit up in my bed and do my own meditation and try to summon a ET, and guess what? It worked. I opened my eyes, and standing at the end of my bed is a light being, a being that appears to be a hologram.
Since that night, Mark has developed a deep connection with the ET named Tezjbar. Tezjbar has shared with Mark aspects of the ET philosophy that may help us understand the next stage of human progress.
So he told me that consciousness begins in the animal kingdom, and through the modus operandi of reincarnation, the soul, the individualized soul, is developed. And when that dies, that little spark of consciousness is released, and that happens many, 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 many times. And then we graduate to the human level. So if this is true, and I believe it is, we have this very tight connection to nature that goes beyond just being out in nature and appreciating it. We are nature. We have been those animals. You were the frog, you were the praying mantis, you were the butterfly, you were the eagle, you were the wolf.
If the soul progresses through different physical forms to learn lessons, what are the characteristics that we must now learn in order to grow to the next stage of the soul's evolution?
Tezjbar said that mastering unconditional love was the key to ascension after the physical death. And I asked him the question, well, what is unconditional love, and how does one master it? And he said, that's for you to discover.
What does it mean to accept and love others unconditionally? And is humanity ready to make the leap?
To truly love another human being, you have to first love yourself unconditionally. Only then can you truly love another.
Could it be that in the school of Earth, humanity is learning how to love one another. And if we can pass the test, we will graduate to join a universal family of advanced beings.
It would appear that we are well along the way to becoming truly civilized. And if we can refrain from committing racial suicide and learn to respect the dignity and brotherhood of man, we can expect eventually to be welcomed into the great cosmic fraternity of the advanced races that inhabit the regions beyond the limits of this little planet.
But if we take an honest look at the state of the world today, we may still have some lessons to learn about what it means to be a species of love.
One of the things that we are lacking on this planet is a reverence for life. And all the insects and all the mammals and birds and reptiles and amphibians, they all make a tapestry of life that we have lost reverence for.
One of the most glaring examples of a lack of reverence for life today is the continued destruction of Earth's ecosystems. Often this comes at the cost of sacred lands that have been protected by indigenous peoples for centuries. Unbeknownst to many, indigenous lands account for about 80% of the Earth's biodiversity. Perhaps there is a reason that they are its protectors. Perhaps a first step toward embodying the principle of love would be to learn from and integrate their wisdom, seeking to protect instead of extract.
All of us had gotten away from the purpose of being here, away from the Creator. We are here for purpose. Get the people to come and unite. Unity was the way that people lived before, in harmony.
Though despite opportunities for growth, humanity finds itself at an unprecedented time of opportunity to make massive change.
We must remember that in the last 100 years, we have increased our technology from the level of horse-drawn wagons to space shuttles, men walking on the moon, computers in the home, etc. If we were studying quantum physics, we would say a particle that's gathering so much momentum and so much energy is preparing to make a quantum leap into the next higher level or the next higher energy state. We are indeed beginning to enter the quantum evolution phase of the human race.
Nothing like this has happened before in the context of which it's happening with the technology, and that we're a world community, truly a world community now for the first time.
If we recall, millions of people unified for the Harmonic Convergence of 1987. So, what is possible today in an age of mass communication?
What we are doing is an experiment in which we're engaging the planet, all the people who wish to be part of something remarkable that would result in a global sighting, where everybody sees a ship at the same time. And there's no question after this that we are not alone. And that's what is before us. That's the opportunity for us.
On July 14th, 2020, a powerful and rare alignment of planets provides a similar opportunity to the 87 convergence. What can we do to prepare ourselves for this powerful moment and take advantage of the opportunity that is before us?
So the preparation for the Harmonic Convergence is as critical as what we do on those days. And it's really a time for people to prepare on a very deep level to come together on those days, to totally focus from their hearts an energy of love and of healing, to surround and embrace our planet, to give our total focus and our total love emanated from the heart.
The Harmonic Convergence 2020 virtual event is a transformational 10-day experience with speakers, performances, and meditations designed to help us prepare energetically for universal contact.
We want to prepare people for what's about to happen.
Evolution is spiritual and mental. We are here to advance our intelligence, to raise our mental horizons, to expand our spirituality.
We want peace on Earth. We don't want to destroy it. And there is a future for us all. We may have different ways of describing it, but we all have a common aim. And the world is getting in such a mess nowadays that we have to work hard together to get through and to make a wonderful future.
If millions of us around the planet can unify in love and kindness, can we collectively transform the energy of pain and destruction into healing and creativity? The time is now for a spiritual transformation to happen, and it starts with you, stepping into your own capacity for love and sharing it with the world. No matter what our story is, we are all capable of love and kindness. Join us for an extraordinary gathering for the Harmonic Convergence of 2020.